So we're going to look at the score question. You can see here that there is a gap where the notes haven't been written in. You are given the notes that you're supposed to write in just above it, and they need to go on there. They need to go exactly underneath. So if I just show you here, you decide where the brown bit of the note would need to go. Copy it exactly as written. Don't do it to the left or to the right. Don't do anything different to what's there. So if it's coloured in, colour it in. Don't do anything like this because this will be wrong. So make sure as well you're doing it in pencil, because if you do it in pencil it's so easy to rub out if you've made a mistake. So what you're going to need to do is follow the score as you're going along, see where you get to, and then listen to the music. You're going to need to know what your notes are. Like for example, this long note at the start is tied, and then it's tied again, so it's going to be a really long note. So you need to listen to that and understand where you're moving with that. Put your pencil on each head of the note as you're going along. Look out for your rests and things. And then when you get to the bit where you need to fill in, think about what the shape is going to be. Is the pitch going down? Is it going up? Is it staying the same? And that will help you with doing this question. You can get marks for the right shape even if you don't get it in the right place. For example, say the note you should put in was there, but you actually did it on the line above it or even higher than that. Because you've said that it's gone up in pitch, you'll still get a mark for getting the correct shape. So if I play the music now, I'm going to put my pencil on each note as we're going through, follow it through, and then when we get to there, I'm just going to think about what the shape is first of all and try and draw that out. So here's the music. Should be starting in a second, so I'll get ready on my first note. Okay, so while I was listening to that, I noticed the first note was lower than the one I heard just there, and then they all seem to come down in a pattern. So the shape would be something like this, and then just your end note went up. So now that you've got the shape, the next time you hear it, you can go ahead and draw the round bits of the notes in. So if I just play the music again, just find the right bit. Start in a second. Good thing about doing it in pencil is no matter what you do, you can always rub it out and change it. If you do it in pen, then you can't change it. Okay. It's worth looking at your time signature as well. 3 beats in a bar. So it's going bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. That's your rhythm there. Okay, these are your triplets here when you're fitting 3 notes into the space of 2. So after listening to it, I said that the pitch would go down. So I think it would need to go there. And then once it has moved there, the pitch then goes back up to there. And just look, I'm drawing these exactly underneath. You can almost click and drag them if it was in a program like Sibelius or something. You could click on those notes and drag them down. Just draw your notes in, bringing those down. Like so. This is a good one because most of the notes just come down in pitch, so you can get most of the marks for this. They tend to be shapes going up or down. It could be a sequence where the bar or so before is repeated, but maybe starting on a slightly different note. So once they're drawn in, what you can then do is put your tails on. You don't have to, it's just good practice too. You won't lose any marks if you don't put your tails in. If you can try and remember that when you're putting your tails in, when you get to the middle line or above, your tails need to go underneath, or your beams, or whatever you want to call them. So if I just go along, draw these in, so draw your beams coming down, try to get them as neat as you can. If I wasn't using my other hand to film this, I'd be using a ruler, so that's always good practice as well. So put those in like so, and then these ones go the other way around just because they're lower down. Okay, and then finish off like that. You could, if you wanted to as well, add in the 3 symbol, which shows they're triplets, but that's just a finishing touch really. You wouldn't lose any marks on that. So just to recap then, when you're listening to your score, try to follow it using your pencil, just making sure you know what all the notes are. Listen to it as well, listen to the shape of it. Look out for rests and things to give you a clue where you are. When you get to the bit where there's a gap, try to think about what the shape is going to be. Draw out that shape, use the notes that you're given, draw the round bits in first, and then draw in your beams afterwards, or your tails, whatever you want to call them.